The Rise of the Transformers Super Warrior released the latest forecast. According to the old rules, please take the magnifying glass. Start our preview analysis today. The preview begins with two empty shots, dense jungle and prosperous city. It implies the connection between the two camps, Autobots and Big Mac. The Empire State Building, a landmark building in New York, appears in the empty mirror, and the Brooklyn film set exposed earlier. It means that this is the location of Optimus Prime. Peru's dense jungle is the habitat of the Big Mac. A beautiful boy came running in the distance. Beat your chest and show your strength. He is in the Transformers series. The new character, Chimpanzee Captain Optimus Prime, dubbed by Lang Pullman. He was in The Power of the Transformers, released in 2018, dubbing for chimpanzees.
He was true to his word. He did sacrifice himself.
I'm not the one to fear, Prime.
Big Mac badge on the chest, different from the pure mechanical structure of pre-exposure. There are animal skin and hair on his body. This camouflage effect is not ideal.
I'm not the one to fear, Prime.
In the original TV series, 2, due to the shortage of sexing energy, to save energy, as a descendant of Cybertron, the size of the Big Mac and primitive beasts is significantly smaller. After reaching the Earth, they scan the biological deformation and imitation on the Earth. The body size is similar to that of Earth species, but from this picture, he is similar to Optimus Prime. It seems to have changed the setting. The people who visit in the jungle are the men and women in the movie. They travel with Optimus Prime, explore the mysteries of Peru's forests. Optimus Prime to protect mankind, subconsciously put on a combat posture. The image of Optimus Prime here continues the image in the movie Bumblebee, but it looks quite generous on the whole, like a muscular man. The shape of the face continues the design of Michael Bay Optimus Prime, with very complex and diverse parts. Maybe it was for better display at that time. The mouth movement of Optimus Prime, and designed mechanical parts. It looks strange to put it here. I see it in the screen. Brother Zhu, you'd better put on your mask. Weld the mask. Direct welding. The arm is transformed into an energy gun, Optimus Prime's weapon. It's also something that hasn't appeared in previous movies. Similar to Bumblebee and Samurai Crushing. The left arm also has the phenomenon of threading. The overall special effect is a little cheap CG, but I don't think you should worry too much. After all, it's a Forerunner. There is still time for adjustment in the later stage. By the way, last movie, Bumblebee, it is made by Industrial Light and Magic. This is a very powerful company, IND Lig. Our familiar Pacific Rim IND Ligi. IND Ligi also completed by them. And this time, The Rise of Super Warriors, MPC. They are good at animal special effects. For example, we are familiar with The Lion King and Godzilla. See you on the big screen. Optimus Prime dubbing actor here. It's still Peter Cullen. He has become synonymous with Optimus Prime. Where there is Optimus Prime, there is his voice.
Autobots, transform. Roll out.
Then Optimus Prime drove on the Brooklyn Bridge. The lights on the bridge flicker. Lightning and thunder in the distance. The lightning seems to emit purple light. Looks like something big is going to happen. This is the same as the picture in the later part of the preview. Can match each other. 3 fireballs fell from the sky. This is how the Autobots in Change 1 came to the Earth. These 3 fireballs may be the leading force of the film villain. Then came the transformation of the Bumblebee. The Earth vehicle is a 1977 Camaro. Disguise 4L.09 meters, 01% 85 ilum, zone 703-01013016, 440.9 meters, on 85.aim. At the same time with the Bumblebee who just appeared in Change 1. It also belongs to the same model. Compare the deformation of the 3rd edition. Actually, I prefer the first version more. Then came a 3rd generation Porsche 911, chassis code 964. The male owner enters the car. Autobots badges appear on the steering wheel. This scene dreams of Change 1. Brothers, this is the combination of oil and gas. Speaking of Porsche, in Change 1, the man's father took the man with him. Choose the first car in your life. His father passed the Porsche showroom on purpose. It is said that at that time, Transformers didn't have a relationship with Porsche. The irony of achieving cooperation. I won't buy you a Porsche, haha. Finally, in the 7th film, Porsche appears in the Autocamp, Earth vehicle that has become a Phantom. In the original animation, the vehicle of Phantom is an F1 racing car. It's called Phantom. It is also because of its stealth ability. able to use holographic projection to launch shadow separation. In the last movie, we see that Cybertron has this technology. There were many Porsche cameras on the scene. It should be to take this picture. The New York police, failing to maintain a safe distance, straight into the buffer drum. The sign reads, "Welcome to Brooklyn," showing the place where the racing scene took place. On the way of chasing, the man explained to the police that I was not driving. This reminds me of the Sam Chung's explanation when facing the police. "I saw my station get up. I stole my car. My car was possessed by a devil and I drove it by myself." I also think of Change 5. The mistress was forcibly taken away by heat. In the process of chasing, the phantom head and tail turn through deformation. Is this the so-called tank turnaround? Let's follow the camera. Can see the whole process of deformation in the car. This is like the transformation of the Bumblebee in the last film. It is also similar to the Bumblebee morphs into half car and half robot. After phantom deformation, there are also many different Porsche components. Classic 911 round light, round turbofan assembly of engine. In previous films, all are made of bumblebees, acting as a role closely related to human beings. And here the Phantom will replace the Bumblebee, become a bridge between human beings and Autobots. Then the screen switches to Peru. Bumblebee and Yellow Panther Warrior march side by side. Bumblebee vehicles appearing here. It's a modified off-road Camaro. It may be to adapt to the local road environment. After all, a sports car. It is still difficult to drive on unpaved roads. Yellow Leopard Warrior. The body is covered with yellow speckled covering. Brown hair on the back. The designers can say this is very detailed. We know, this kind of hair exists on the back of juvenile leopards. The character of the Yellow Leopard Warrior is like a child, impetuous. The shape of the Yellow Leopard Warrior after transformation. In the final war, Yellow Leopard Warrior changes. 1. This should be the chase between the Autobots and the leading forces. The location is in the mountains of Peru. The Nightingale, a member of the leading army, appears in this scene. The Earth vehicle is a GTR. In a large number of field photos previously exposed, we can also see the consistency of the two through the environment. Optimus Prime rolled down the hillside. It's really hard to see what follows. Dynamic blur is too high. Red highlights appear in this meal. In the movie, the eyes of the motorist are blue. Big Mac's eyes are green. Only the eyes of the leading troops are orange-red. So we can judge. Transformers dropped here. Is a member of the leading force. Nightingale has appeared in the rear. So here is either a trap or a natural disaster. Combined picture. The trap is grappling with LC Jack. So we can conclude that he is a natural disaster. The trap fired a missile. This missile is like a Kiao tail stabilizer armor-piercing projectile, but it's not exactly the same. The shell falling off the warhead moved to the tail, turned into a propulsion device. This missile passes through the inside of the dry top. This is due to the cooperation between LC and Jack. RC's very restored animation here. Of course, the overall modeling is the same as that of the previous film. Very similar. The Earth vehicle is a Ducati 916. At this time, LC turns into a roller skater and starts to chase. Her wheels can be transferred. It can be transferred to the shoulder when walking. Last time I saw a young skater, or in Transformers 1. Jack beside. The Earth vehicle is a Volkswagen van. The design style may continue from the previous film. The car body is written with Pablo. He may be the author of the Transformers classic. Then maybe the Big Mac in Peru will help. We can see that the Flying Arrow Warrior is destroying the road. Optimus Prime in the upper left corner. From the perspective of the trend of the preview, Autobots and Big Mac should fight side by side. Why did the Flying Arrow Warrior block Optimus Prime's path? This is illogical. Of course, it is also possible that the special effects here have not been completed. There is a natural disaster in front of Optimus Prime. The Flying Arrow Warrior is to prevent natural disasters. The Flying Arrow Warrior is dubbed by Michelle Yeoh. Screen switching. Where it appears here. Probably the New York Archaeological Museum. Brother Zhu was knocked down by the natural disaster. The octagonal round table below matches the stills. Then the Bumblebee stealthily attacked from behind. My natural disaster is not Kuntasha. The attack is as fierce as a bee sting. The Scourge turned and stabbed the Bumblebee in the chest. Green blood spurts out. The blood color of Transformers is various: red, green, and blue. This setting is really confusing. The Bumblebee has been strangled by the throat of fate again. Last time or last time. This character is obviously a natural disaster. The front shovel part is very similar to the vehicle. The left hand of the natural disaster is a claw type, able to release blue energy arc. Broken buildings in the distance also match the stills. Bumblebees may die here. Of course, it may just damage the sound generator. There may be a trap standing by. We use exclusion method. It is unlikely to be Nightingale. The modeling of this character is relatively generous. Cut from one shot to another. Here, from left to right, there are illusions. Same wheel hub as 911, Al-C, Jack and Optimus Prime. Bumblebee absent. Turn the camera again. There are local celebrations in Peru. From the stills exposed, the model on the car is Rhinoceros. This should be the main creative team. Into the Big Mac. In Peru's local myths and legends. Similar to the treatment in Godzilla, the Rhinoceros warrior roared. This is a sore throat. Later, there will also be the image of the Rhinoceros warrior after transformation. It can be said that it is very restored. Rhinoceros warrior. Optimus Prime deformation is a replica of G1. Arms extend from both sides of the car. The final battle started. Avengers assemble. I'm sorry I ran the wrong set. The place of occurrence is an open land. Students who want to see the demolition may be disappointed. The image of the trap has been exposed in previous toys. Yellow leopard warrior chimpanzee captain changes. Chimpanzee captain holds 2 knives. The middle is connected by iron chain. 2 knives can be combined into one. Pull full power to cut the trap. Those around the trap are all mechanical miscellaneous soldiers. To fill the scene, Optimus Prime holding a blazing knife. It's a homage to Michael Bay's Transformers. The hand extended here should be a Jack. On Cybertron, Jack is still armed. Here we are, like Optimus Prime. The arm can be changed into an impact gun. Characters flying over the top of the trap. No attack trap. It shows that this person is from the leading army. At the same time, the shape of the wheel hub is similar to that of the previous GTR. So this character may be Nightingale. Have flight capability. The background is a huge claw machine. Does Wen want to transform the Earth? Or say, it's just the aircraft used by the leading army to transport troops. The title appears last. The middle letter O is replaced by a different camp badge. Big Mac, Autobots and leading forces. Guys, what other details have you found in the film? Welcome to leave a